I'm here to show you. Alright. What's up, guys? It's Boss out here, and I'm here to tell you about the brief tournament that I had today. If you saw my last video, then you would have seen that I recently was training for a tournament. So literally the video that I uploaded before this was before the tournament. It was me prep before the tournament. Ooh, nice. Am I dead? No. But yeah, overall that tournament was pretty sweet. It was pretty epic, actually. I thought it was gonna be a little bit easy for me because, you know, I was like level 200 on my other character, and I thought I was just simply gonna be the better person. Well, not really. I knew there was gonna be strong people, but I didn't think it was gonna be as hard to compete. But overall, while shit, whatever. Overall, I realized that when it comes to levels and all that stuff, and this is kind of weird for me because I've never seen something like this ever in my life, or at least in a game. So when I'm level 200 and I PvP with somebody, like I fight somebody online, it seems a little bit easier to fight them, as in, like, I have more health, more stamina. They have more health and stamina, but it's easier to kind of win duels like that. As of now, when I'm like level 124, level 124, it's more challenging to actually, like, it's more challenging to PvP people who are at lower levels, like at this level, than it is when I'm like level 200 something, which is kind of weird. It really is weird. Like, when you think about it, the higher you get, the harder you should, like, the harder the difficulty should be when you PvP somebody, but that's simply just not the case for me. Maybe I'm just a really unlucky person, but it's a little bit more difficult to fight people in duels at this certain level than it is anywhere else. And that could just be because, like, people, when they get higher levels, they get like overpowered or something. They make like tank characters who are also clerics, who are also sorcerers, so you kind of don't really have a specific build. You just have a whole bunch of builds into one person. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if maybe I'm just used to having like a multi-build person, because my main person is a sorcerer / knight, so he has sword and shield and also a staff. Whereas for this person, I'm not strong enough to have dual builds. I'm just a sword and shield person, and at some occasional time I pull out a katana, but that's simply just a sword, kind of. So I don't know. But overall, putting all PvP aside, the tournament was great. There was a lot of good competition out there. A lot of really tough people. I met a lot of friends. Tournament was overall pretty good. khknight is the host of the tournament. I recommend checking out his channel. His YouTube page is khknight. KNIGHT. That night. He'll be posting it soon. It's not posted now by what he told me. And yeah, but aside from that, I mean I've seen a lot of good people out there. A lot of good people. Like, skill wise. Good in personality too, but skill wise, really good. Like, I've made a couple of friends, a couple of Dark Souls people who I can say are like Dark Souls veterans, hard core Dark Souls veterans. And it was a good experience for me. I hope to come back to the next tournament, because he said, or the rules say, that if you lose a tournament, because I lost in the semifinals. The rules said if you lose, you can come back to the next tournament that's coming up. Any other tournament, as long as it's not the Winners' Cup. That sounds kind of confusing. So let me explain. The rules state there are 8 tournaments per season, and a season is 8 tournaments. Now, how long a season is depends on how long the tournaments are. So we are currently on tournament 4 out of 8, or is it 5 out of 8? 5 out of 8. So the rules state that if you lose a tournament, you can go through the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh tournament, but not the 8th. The 8th tournament is the Winners' Cup, meaning only the winners of the tournament fight. which makes sense because, I mean, you have to have like this grand tournament for everything. So I lost the 5th tournament. I have a chance to go to the 6th and 7th tournament if I want to. And I plan on doing that. Jesus, just die. Good game. But yeah, overall, the tournament was great. I've met people who I've talked to who are like really good PvPers, possibly even better. Well, not possibly. They are better than me. I mean, there are really tough players out there. And I didn't think I'd find them at such a low level, but it's kind of broad for me to think like that. But yeah. I mean, there's so many good players out there in this community. That's why Dark Souls is such a good game, because you can see people from different varieties. You can make people with different builds, like a sword and shield, a mage, a cleric, a ninja, a one-shot build. I mean, there's so many builds you can make with this game, and the PvP is so well. It varies on it, like the type of builds. They just vary. You can have You can have 2 builds in one. You can have one really good build. You can have a really weak build. I mean, that's why this game is so good, because that's why I love and enjoy Dark Souls no matter what game it is. Well, 2, Dark Souls 2. I don't know, that was it was an alright game, but it was, I don't know, it was too much out of character for me. Like I didn't agree with the parries, like how the person falls down, you can like literally run a whole lap around him and then stab him. I don't know. It was still a good Dark Souls game. Compared to 1 and 3, like I said before, Dark Souls 2, you can't really compare those two, because Dark Souls 2 really isn't that good. But I mean, it was still a good game. But I'm getting off the subject. So, what I like about Dark Souls is the PvP, the variations, everything like that. I mean, you can see many types of builds, There are thousands of builds you can make. And that's what I really like about this game. Not really the story mode, because the story mode is basically the same. You save the world. Well, no. You either prolong the Age of Fire, or you make an Age of Darkness. And sometimes there's a third ending, which doesn't really change, like the Age of Fire or the Age of Darkness and all that stuff. But yeah, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. I mean, I like it for the PvP at the most. And seeing how there's still players out there who are like die hard, like people who play Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne, and are like to the next level, like Ouroboros the Ninja Good. Like, that's why I like seeing things like that, because there's always a challenge to just be waiting at the next door when it comes to this game. There's not always, oh, this game's too easy, this game is too hard. No, there is no easy, there is no hard. Well, I mean, yes there is, but you can't tell which is easy, you can't tell which is hard. Like this guy right here, he could be one of the best Dark Souls players in the game. I wouldn't know yet. I could try to assume, but I wouldn't know. And that's what Dark Souls is all about. It's all about preparing for something that you can't really prepare for. Alright, let me see. What are you about to do? Oh! I didn't know he had teardrops. Oh damn, wrong shield. But yeah, I've met a couple of people today recently, like this guy who told me he was like level 300, and I was in shock and awe to see somebody like that. I mean, people who are like level 300, people who are like level 100, 200, who have like thousands of builds and stuff that they have prepared. I mean, that's what I liked about the tournament overall, was meeting new people and experiencing new things with these people. I mean, because I'm a people's person, if you haven't noticed. So, I mean, just seeing these new people, having fun with these strangers who I didn't even know like 30 minutes ago. Not literally, but at the time, like 30 minutes ago. It's fun to experience new things with people to me. And that's why I enjoyed that tournament so much. Not to the fact that I lost, because I am coming back. But, I mean, I can take an L. I can take a couple of L's. I'm not like, oh, I'm a sore loser because I didn't win. And I have to win. I start crying and just leave the party and never come back or something. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, if I lose, I lose. I know that people are better than me. So why would you be so salty about it? Like, you can't be the best unless you're ranked the best. Even then, there's still somebody who's probably like underground, who's like really, really good and maybe better than you. And so I'm not scared of being oh God. I'm gonna fake him. See if he gets it. But yeah. Like, I like experiencing new things. I could take an L. I mean, it's just an L. I mean, in this game, unless it's like a cash prize, which I would be kind of salty about. I mean, just take the L. If it means meeting new people, experiencing new things, and getting better with these people, just take the L. I don't mind. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do? Bad move. Yeah, I can't use my katana on this guy. He's gonna try to parry me. Whoa! That was close. But yeah, that's my overall take on the tournament. Check out khknight's channel, because that's where the tournament's going to be. I didn't record the tournament because I didn't think there was any point if there was going to already be a tournament posted on this guy's channel. So that's khknight, lowercase k, lowercase h, knight, KNIGHT. So follow him, and yeah, that was my overall take on the tournament. So without further ado, this is my sign off. After this match, I'm gonna sign off, and yeah. Yeah. So without further ado, guys, check out khknight's channel. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.